The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Webb now. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They go back to Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down and 4. Here's Webb. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught right side, Tate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat for Riddick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd down now after the pass completion. to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Stays on his feet. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On the run, Darkwan. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
They come up in an offset eye. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. Manning going to throw. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now hang on a moment here. Marshall's in some pain. Still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Darkwan. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Little motion now from the tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They come out here in the I. Here's Darkwa. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
This will be the 9th play on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Orleans Darkwa. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Webb now. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here's Webb. This is Riddick on the screen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it third and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it in with Burton, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Tate. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. This is caught inside the 15. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They're going to look to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Line. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. But that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
He's going to loft one. He's got it at the 15. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 59 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The play clock's running down. Working from the gun, Manning. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the first time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A long way to go for the offense here on third down. Play clock winding down. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Rolling to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Eli Apple with another pass breakup there. He's having a heck of a game. Multiple deflections.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. And now Manning wants to talk this over. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Webb now. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And his throw here's incomplete. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Defense showing blitz. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Riddick. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And that play will go nowhere. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it go again. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And they're definitely showing blitz here. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Webb now to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Eli Apple with another pass deflection there. He's having a heck of a game. He's done it multiple times. Maybe now Mom will let him get that watch that she wouldn't let him wear at the 2016 NFL Draft.
Tell me more.
Oh, what happened was he was offered the chance to wear a really nice, expensive watch when he went across stage when his name was called. His mother, Annie, said, absolutely not. Right now, you are an unemployed college dropout. Until that changes, you're not wearing any expensive watch going across some stage tonight.
I like Mom. I like Annie.
She lays the law down, keeps him on the straight and narrow, and he's playing.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's Webb. That's caught at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Vereen. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.